If you're online, you have that, but we've got to show you what's coming up.
This is so cool.
Will be on the way. We're going to be doing this, I think, in about... Oh, we're doing it now? Okay, I thought we were doing the... Okay. Never mind. I thought we were doing the aqua first. We're going to go ahead and do this now because we mentioned this one time. I knew you all would know. I knew it. I'm like, my girls know. The girls that watch me and watch Jay, they absolutely are going to flip over this. Now, I can't tell you. I'm not even going to go into the whole thing about what I had to go through to get this at $99. But let me just say this. It won't be $99 again. It will not be $99 again. So if you are ever interested in owning not just a turquoise necklace, but a turquoise necklace that can become what pearls are to you in your jewelry collection right now. You know, if you have a strand of pearls, you know how often you wear it. It's that finishing touch. It's that thing that you reach for in your jewelry collection more often than not. It's the thing that you say it's always appropriate. It's always in good taste. Well, this necklace is now going to become your updated pearl necklace. It's your turquoise pearls. I started this, I'm going to say maybe 10 years ago when we had our last host pick. I asked Jay to do a strand of turquoise in beads. We'd never done this here at HSN before. And he said, well, Connie, I really don't want to because what happens is, and I just went, no. I mean, I blocked him out and I said, okay, let's do it. We did it. We literally previewed it and we sold it out because if you're like me and you love turquoise, you want the beads. Whether you're wearing it as a standalone or whether you're putting it and layering it with other things, you want that. Well, what we found out was that all of our gals felt the very same way. We wanted that staple piece, but what Jay tried to impart upon me in terms of wisdom was that it's not easy to do. Because I said to him, I go, Jay, what's the big deal? It's beads. It's not like it's a lot of work. It's not like it's a lot of design. It's beads. Well, his answer was not what I wanted to hear, so I just acted like I didn't hear it, and we did it. Oh my gosh, my producer is saying right now, if you can use express automated ordering, we're getting a lot of questions. Is it genuine turquoise? It absolutely 100% is genuine turquoise. The lowest price that we were gonna offer this for was $139. I am doing it today at a price tag special of $99.90, and you're getting free shipping, and it's under $20 on your charge card. And if I had to pick, now this is hard to do because I've had a lot of great picks in the show. If I had to pick one thing, if you ask me, Connie, I can only buy one thing tonight, which one should it be? In my opinion, hands down, this is the one that I would tell you to get. Now, even if you could get two of these, I don't have two of these out here, but if you could get two of these and nest these together, or three of these and nest these together, or look at this, I'm not sure that we have any of the waterfall remaining, but if you were lucky, or if you have a waterfall at home, look at what this is gonna do in terms of your jewelry possibilities. If you bought our Amber Today special that we had last week, this would be beautiful back with the Amber Today special. I swear I'm gonna let Jay talk. I just get so excited about this one because this is truly my pick. I'm gonna give you just the measurement. It's 18 inches in the length with a 2 3/4 inch extender, so it can go 18 down to 20 3/4, under $20 to bring it home, free shipping, and then remember, once you hit $99, you're free shipping on everything. So if you're buying this, everything else you're buying in jewelry today is free shipping. But Jay, tell us about the turquoise itself.
This is Mongolian mist, and this comes from a very special deposit, Mongolia. This is the natural color. This is the natural turquoise, okay? And what Connie says, you have to understand, okay, she tells it kind of like subdued, but you can't, when you negotiate with Connie, there really isn't any negotiating. When you negotiate with Southern Belles, it's just like, there is no negotiation. I mean, I keep trying to explain to her, Connie, I can't do that. I can't do it for that price. There's just no way, you know. And I try to explain to her, these are natural pieces of turquoise nuggets. It starts out, you know, you don't cut round beads. They're not. They don't come out round. You have to start with a cube. And so you have to start with a bigger cube because these are graduated. But what makes this so extraordinary and so unusual and so unique is the fact that the color of it, okay? That's the natural color. You've got a very, very light matrix in this. To be honest with you, really, literally, honestly, I'm the manufacturer. We make this right from the rough. We cut it from the rough. We do everything in-house. I don't farm anything out. I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything that's already pre-made. We do it all from scratch, okay? I don't know if you could buy them wholesale for this price, and I'm being honest with you. I don't know if you could actually buy them wholesale. I know that I could wholesale them all day for a lot more than this.
Okay, let me tell everybody about the matching earrings. We have now sold over 600 of these. That's the biggest portion of what we have. So the matching earrings, which is I just think beautiful, classic, traditional look, and a drop earring, shepherd's wire hook. These are $49. Now, I only have a couple hundred. But I want to say this to you. That's 6 beads for $49. So I want to show the earrings real quickly again if I can, because the earrings are going to be gone. 6 beads for $49, and that's a great value for these earrings because they're real turquoise. But doesn't that just speak to what the necklace is in terms of value?
But if you look at this, that robin's egg blue, and here again, this particular material, this is what everybody's counterfeiting, right? When you see a lot of it, this is, even in the market when we were in Tucson, a lot of the turquoise that we saw this year, and they were telling you what it was, but this is what people are copying. This is what people can't get. I literally travel the world to all the different turquoise mines, turquoise deposits, to be able to, because we specialize in turquoise. And turquoise isn't found everywhere, right? It's found in very, very few locations throughout the world. But the main thing is the color, the natural color of this is just, that's what everybody's standing in line trying to buy the rough.
Oh yeah, and you know what, again, these are $49. That's only 6 beads. Here, this is $99, so it speaks to the value of this necklace. And I know we're busy. We're about to hit that 800 sold. Gals, I'm going to take the waterfall away. I just wanted to show you how it looks if you want to layer it. But as a standalone piece, it's fantastic. I have it layered back with the aqua, which is coming up. So I'm going to show you that too, because it shows you don't have to layer it with turquoise. You can layer it with the amber that you got last week. You can layer it with the aqua that we have coming up. You can layer it back with your diamond. I mean, this will become, I promise you, a best friend in your jewelry collection, because no longer is turquoise, something that's a fad or that's a trend. It's considered an American classic, a mainstay. I mean, you think of the biggest, most popular designer, clothing designer. He named a fragrance turquoise. He drips his models up for the runway show in turquoise. This today at $99, it will be going up $40. You've got it right now at under $20 on your charge card and free shipping. Only earring of the day. You get it home with free shipping. We never do free shipping on jewelry. We're going to go out to our phone lines quickly and say hi to Mary Jo in Pennsylvania. Hi, Mary Jo.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We heard you got the waterfall necklace, and we have just about 40 of those left, so I'm going to put it up here so everybody can see it. What did you love about that waterfall necklace?
Well, I loved what the young model did when she twisted it.
To the
You
trissade.
can wear it a couple different ways.
Yes, ma'am, you sure can.
And that's why I always say a picture's worth 1,000 words.
I also love, I had ordered a few years back the cross pendant and the matching earrings. I wore them to my daughter's wedding, and I got so many compliments on them. I'm like, I watch every time you're on, and I'm like shaking because I'm about to go broke.
Well, don't do that. But I'm glad that you got it. And that's really kind of cool in a way, because that's why you buy jewelry, right? That it's nice when people notice it, right? I mean, I know when I do my designs, things I wear, it's a big compliment when people come up and go, boy, that's cool. Where'd you get it?
And when I say, oh, I got it at HSN, they go, you love that. But, oh, my gosh, you have to watch it with me. You really have to watch some of the stuff they have. They have gorgeous stuff.
Well, Mary Jo, we appreciate you. We love having you. And thank you so much for saying hello to us.
Absolutely, and thank you for showing us all the gorgeous stuff you have.
Oh, we are delighted to do so. Thank you, thank you.
And thanks for taking the time to call.
Bye. Okay, we're going to give you another look at this, and I want to show you up close the necklace, because the color, like Jay said, the color, I mean, Jay, the color of this is phenomenal.
And this is what everybody, it's literally a world phenomena right now. I go all over the world in places that that I never saw turquoise before. Now, the turquoise doesn't come from there. I mean, it's not like they mine turquoise in those countries, but you'll see people a lot of times in the different places I go you know, like I said, they're so diverse. And it's people that are actually fairly wealthy that are able to afford it and to wear it. But turquoise has become a staple. It's not a fad. And like Connie said, the main thing with this is really just like having a strand of pearls, or you know, having that special omega necklace, or having that special gold necklace, or whatever. This is something that's a staple that you're always going to be going to. You're always going to be wearing it. You're always going to find that you're going to be popping it on. It's simple, very contemporary, elegant, but also, you know, if you buy any of our, pretty much predominantly, unless it's made for a collar, if you buy any of our pendants, our bails are big enough that you can wear, you know, use this to wear that on. So you've got like an amber heart, or amber cross, or amber design, or lapis, or just about anything that we do will go with turquoise.
Well, and I just want to remind everybody before we go, because we're going to be moving in a second, over 1,000 of these ordered. If you want it, this is the time. But this goes from 18 down to 20 3/4. So you can drop it to 20 3/4. And we took $40 off for the show. My producer said we're stretching a moment past the clock because we are so busy. I want to tell you, I probably shouldn't tell this on the air, but Chris Gassett, who's our legal person, I'm not going to mention names. I went into the highest end design house, and you all probably know what I'm talking about, the ones that sell the little heart bracelets that we all have. And you know, they were originally bought with a strand of pearls when they started, and everything comes in a pretty box, you know, that's about this color. Anyway, I went in wearing this necklace because I've been wearing this necklace for the last couple weeks. Jay, they asked me, this turquoise is so clean and so clear and so great that they asked me if they go, did you get that a few years ago here? They must have had a strand like this a few years ago.
They did, and it wasn't this price.
I just said, no, I got this as a gift. That's what I said. I got this as a gift. So I got to tell you, it is that impeccable in terms of the quality and the color. And I hope we can show it up close again, because that's the importance of this. The quality, the color, the value, the versatility. And for $99, girls, and free shipping, 1,200 ordered, with hundreds of people on board. It only takes $19.95 to get it home. And if you have the HSN charge card, it's $16.66 to get it home. But I would love for, like I said before, if you ask me which one thing, if you're going to buy one thing in the show today, this, in my opinion, is the thing to buy. So I think we're going to stay on this for about 20 more seconds, then we're going to be wrapping it up. Hopefully there's a few left. I'll continue to show it throughout the hour. But I mean, that's what turquoise wants to look like, Jay.
Well, and this is the natural color, and this, like I said, this is what everybody's going through, and this is Mongolian mist. I don't know if anybody else that has this material. I've never had any